Welcome back. We're going to make some delicious summer cocktails today. First drink is going to be a Margarita sangria, which we can make in a pitcher. It's a really refreshing drink to have when you have friends over. First, you want to cut up 4 to 5 limes. I've added some ice into the jug. Don't fill it too full with ice because we've got a lot of booze to add into here. We can always top it up with ice at the end. Now we're gonna put in our limes that we chopped up. So again, this was 4 to 5 limes. Now we're gonna add the Pinot, and it's the whole bottle, straight into the pool. So next is 2 cups of fresh lime, and if you're smart, you buy, this is in like the organic aisle, it's fresh lime juice. It's not like the limes that you would squeeze because that's not real fresh lime juice, okay? So 2 cups. It's gonna be sour. Now we are doing 2 cups of tequila. I'm using Casamigos. This thing is gonna get us sloshed, I think. Ooh. The recipe that we found calls for 1.5 cups of simple syrup, which seems insane to me and too sweet, but this is actually gonna be pretty sour, so we'll see. I'm gonna try going with like 1 cup first, and this is just a simple syrup that's actually locally made here in Canmore. Okay, now we've got a whole cup of triple sec. This is like rocket fuel, I think. Now we stir it, kind of mix in those limes, and adding some more ice, some bigger ice cubes this time, so they last a little bit longer. Maybe 1 more dunk. It's still strong, but I think it might almost need more simple syrup. We're gonna add a little bit more simple syrup because it's really sour. Oh my God, the sugar in this, the hangover. We'll link some liquid IV in the caption. There. Okay. It's good. It tastes like, it's sweeter, definitely if you like a sweeter drink, but it's not like teeth meltingly sweet. But it tastes like a margarita, but then it has an after hint of sangria wine. So really refreshing, I would say, like on the back deck. Okay, now we're gonna make a limoncello spritz, which I wanted to try forever because I see people drinking them in Italy when they're traveling all the time. So it's limoncello, Prosecco, and then you can use Perrier or some soda water. And some fresh lemons, you know, to make it extra fresh. Slice some lemons. Some ice. Now we need 2 ounces of limoncello. So this is a double shot, or no, it's not. This is 1 ounce, I have to do 2 of them. The bottom one is a 1/2 ounce. 3 ounces of Prosecco, which actually doesn't feel like that much. 1 ounce of club soda. This thing's gonna be strong. Whoop, whatever, that'll be good. Now we wanna stir it. It already smells delicious. Put a lemon here. Do we want a lemon in it? That's really good. It's sweet, but it's really good. It's like so refreshing. Okay, I just had a brainwave. I'm gonna put some mint in it. I don't know if this is protocol, but whatever, it's gonna help it. And I might put a little bit more Perrier in it because I feel like I don't really like super sweet drinks. So, but some people do. I prefer not to follow recipes, but then 50% of the time it doesn't work out. Yeah, way better. So I would make it 2 ounces of the club soda or Perrier. It was too syrupy tasting, you know, and like sweet, and the mint is a perfect aftertaste. We're doing a little bit of a twist on a regular mimosa. We're using Prosecco and fresh squeezed orange juice, and we're gonna make them into ice cubes that are gonna be like beautiful roses, hopefully. We'll test it out, this is our first time. And it's going to be very gorgeous when we're done with it. And it's easy, so here we go. So make sure you always wash your fruit if you're gonna be putting it directly into your drinks. I don't know if I said that yet. All we do is cut the oranges into thin slices, and then we're gonna cut them into halves. So I've cut the oranges in halves and then kind of folded them into the ice cube trays. Wanna make them maybe kind of resemble a rose. Then we're gonna top them up with fresh squeezed orange juice so that they freeze, and that's gonna be the orange juice that we put inside of the drink. Now, our local grocery store does awesome fresh squeezed orange juice, but you could squeeze it yourself if you're feeling a little more Martha Stewarty. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna go for it. So then we're gonna freeze these because this is gonna give that mimosa vibe when we drop the ice cubes in to the drink. Here they are frozen. We froze them for a couple of hours. They're rock hard. Now we need to pop them out, which they're silicone, so it should be good. Oh yeah. Oh. Now we just add some Prosecco or champagne, whatever your preferred beverage of choice is. I prefer Prosecco. And then as it melts, look how pretty that looks. Stay in the middle, there. Okay, and then as it melts, it's gonna make it all juicy, orange juicy. Delish. Now we're gonna make a spicy watermelon margarita, which is delicious. It's gonna be so good, but if you don't like spice, you can just omit the jalapenos, and this makes 4 servings. So I'm going to do 5 cups of seedless watermelon. Okay. I'm just gonna blend this baby because we don't have enough room to put the ice in yet. Now we're gonna do half a cup of lime juice. And this is just like the fresh squeezed lime. And we're gonna add some ice and blend it so it kind of has a little bit of a slushy vibe. Ooh, this is getting pretty full. Okay, now I'm gonna cut up a jalapeno. Then I'm gonna de-seed it. You can leave the seeds in it if you really wanted it to be extra spicy, but that's not my vibe. Now, I'm going to put them in to the shaker glass with some ice. And then I am doing 3/4 of a cup of tequila. So 1, 2, 3/4 of a cup. Now I'm gonna shake it. And again, you can just skip the jalapenos if you don't want the spice. Now we're just gonna rim our glass, so edging it with some lime. I'm only gonna rim half of it. I'm using tahini. Now we're just going to pour however much tequila I feel like I want in this drink. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Now let's taste. That's so good. It's not super spicy, but it has a hint of a heat like at the back of my throat. If you wanted to make it more spicy, you can just like let the tequila infuse a little bit longer for 15 to 20 minutes with the jalapenos in it, but I don't like it to like burn my face off. I just like that little tiny hint of spice. So anyways, this is the best drink so far. I like the limoncello too. They're 2 totally different vibes though. Now we're gonna make a frozen aperol spritz, which is one of my favorite drinks. I love it, especially for the summertime. So we start with 4 ounces of aperol. We have 2 cups of ice in here. Four ounces of fresh orange juice. Okay, we don't want the fizz to go away from adding the Prosecco in it, so we're gonna blend this quick, then we're gonna add the Prosecco at the end and give it a little blast, because if you blend it, like, the fizziness will go away. Okay, 4 ounces of Prosecco. One foam so bad. Okay, one little blast here. This is gonna be so good. It already smells so good. Sounds about right. Oh my God, that's so good. And last but not least, my absolute favorite drink of all time, the extra dirty martini. So here's what we need. I'm using Grey Goose vodka this time, and I like to keep my Grey Goose vodka in the freezer so that it's like freezing cold. Need some dry vermouth, not sweet, because sweet will not make it taste very good. You want dry. And then some nice, delicious olives with some salty olive juice. Olive brine, I guess. And we'll get to work. All right, so lots of ice. And then 2.5 ounces of vodka. And I like using Grey Goose or like a Tito's vodka, something that's a little bit of like a higher end vodka, because it tastes smoother. So when you're using like a really low level one, it doesn't taste as good. That's just my opinion, and I'm a dirty martini expert. So now we need 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, again, dry. And then I go a full ounce of olive juice. Now, if you don't like it that salty or dirty, just go 1/2 ounce, but it's extra dirty for a reason, folks. Now we shake, and shake, and shake, and shake, until your arms are gonna fall off, because you want it ice cold. So I like it dirty when it's not clear looking. So delicious. And then 3 olives usually do it for me. Oh, it's so good. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys like our summer cocktail series, and cheers.